Thank you for coming back for part 2 of the Illuminati and Black Folks. Kanye West. Now, he's widely believed to be part of the Illuminati. His video Power is filled with Illuminati symbols and imagery, such as the sword of Damzikel and Egyptian gods, Horus, girls with horns on their heads, and 2 pillars, whatever that means.
2 pillars.
So, y'all agree with what that conspiracy theorist said about proof that Kanye West is a part of Illuminati?
I think so. I mean, maybe not that statement, but there are some other things that I would believe to consider him being a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen there's an actual video of him talking in the back of a truck, and they're asking him about Illuminati and what he had to do about his mom being unalived and all that. So he actually said it out of his own mouth.
What did he say?
Basically, what I don't want to get into it because it's about his mom.
Just simplify it.
Just basically, he had to unalive his mom to get, they make you do things, basically.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and then
Yeah.
I'm just throwing this out here, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah.
It's rumored that his mom died doing plastic surgery.
About surgery, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I would think that anybody that's doing some kind of surgery, they would have to want to do that themselves to their body.
Correct.
So I'm trying to figure out, how can the Illuminati say, make your mama change her body?
No, if the Illuminati can say the powers can be plus something in her sleep aid to make her not wake up.
So,
the powers to be. Remember we talked about that earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. Put something so where she cannot wake up.
I can't see that man sacrificing his mom.
It's,
Man, right after
look at
after his mom passed, that dude blew up.
Yeah, look at Jennifer Hudson when
Same thing.
when they
Her
had the
brothers
fire.
and
When they had the fire,
mom,
she blew up.
she right after, man. And I mean,
She did that Cadillac Records
either
with-
Illuminati or it's just hell of a coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
You blow up right after somebody that passed,
I
and
just
it's
feel
multiple people. It ain't just 1 or 2 or 3. I can name at least 10.
Oh, it's a lot of them.
So K Money, yes or no? You believe that?
No.
Okay. The next one, Lil Wayne. He frequently used Illuminati symbols and imagery in his music videos, such as My Homies Steal. In it, you can see clearly that he uses sacrificial lambs, skulls, girls with horns on their head, and pyramid jewelry. He even has the all-seeing eye tattooed on his chin. Y'all believe Lil Wayne's a part of Illuminati?
I definitely believe. I mean, guilty by association.
Yeah, it hurts, but yeah, it hurts. I ain't gonna lie. I just thought he worked really hard at age 14 with with the Hot Boys, and I just thought he worked for it.
Well, with the control that his label has, and I mean his seniority label, the control that they have in different business fields lets me know that they are a part of it.
Right.
Because in actuality, it's not just music that they in. They are invested heavily into oil.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
The stuff that we can't, how do you get into that?
Okay. So the next person on the list is Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one hurt
Okay.
too because I'm a fan.
It is believed that he's involved with the Illuminati because he has a tattoo of a devilish snake with an all-seeing eye pyramid as its tail. Y'all believe that?
Yeah. I
Whenever you put them symbols on there, it's
So-
a dead giveaway.
I believe it.
Okay. So the next person is T-Pain. He is seen making the hand symbol of the all-seeing eye on his album cover for 3 rings.
He did pop out of nowhere.
That's my thing with T-Pain. He came up fast from nowhere. You know what I mean? I mean, just like, wow, it doesn't happen like that for somebody that's, and like I say, I don't know who he was before then, but I know I had been grinding in music around the same time. I had never heard of T-Pain, and the what he came up off of was like, well, damn, that's all I had to do.
I know.
You know, using
Auto-tune.
auto-tune. That's all.
So let me ask you this: he popped up out of nowhere. Y'all think he popped up out of nowhere, right?
I don't.
Okay. Why don't you think he popped up out of nowhere?
I mean, I think like every year, there's a new artist that comes on the scene that's doing good. I mean, look at, I think we mentioned Janelle Monáe earlier. She just popped out of nowhere. Her just popped out of nowhere. You know, Lizzo just popped out of nowhere. I just feel that each year there's an up and coming artist.
It's gonna always be some up and coming.
Yeah.
It's just how fast they come up is what makes it strange, and then the label or the person that they're signed to, or how they're being managed, turns it into affiliation.
What I do believe in is guilty by affiliation.
Right.
I will believe in that.
I believe there's depending on how far you want to go and what sacrifices, that's the key word, the sacrifices you want to make.
What are you willing to do?
What are you willing to do is how big you will get.
That's where they see, I'm going to tell you, they start you with the money.
Mm-hmm.
They start you with the money. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take care of you. Your career's going to be, we got that. Boom, this is the money that's going to have you straight for a while. Now, once they push your product and get you to push the other products that they selling, the clothes, the jewelry, the fashion, the whatever, the liquor, all that. Now it's like, okay, we want to take you to the next level and make you even more powerful in your career. But we need to know that you down with us 100%.
100.
And this is where it starts turning. Because now they interested in something that you got, and it ain't your money. It's something that you hold close to you as an asset or a person that you know. And if you're not keen enough to understand this situation is happening now, then you'll be got. You know what I mean? You have to understand. And it's the reason why I studied it. So I'm glad I can sit here and talk to you about it, because I'm not going to tell the situation that occurred to me with this Illuminati thing, but I knew what it was when it was, which is why I was actually researching it at the time, because I felt it coming. And it's serious, it's real.
It is.
So these names, some of these are just guilty by association, but some of these are actually it. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you good.
It's these gatekeepers.
So let me ask you this, because I want to break something down. You said something, I want to break something down. You say some of these are guilty by association.
Right.
Do you think T-Pain is guilty by association?
I think he's guilty by association.
Okay. Who would he have associated with to make him a part of it?
That part I don't know. What label was he on?
Okay.
Well, that was that VA movement. You know, you had Chris Brown,
Yeah.
T-Pain, Missy
No,
Elliott.
T-Pain is from Florida.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, so I don't know who his label affiliates was, but I think he's just guilty by association, because the reason why I say that is I don't know of any tragic situation that happened with T-Pain involved in it.
Okay. So now the next person.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, see, some people, they'll know that you're Illuminati, but they'll be like, I ain't joining. However, they'll still converse and deal with you and do business with you.
But you're only gonna get so far.
You're only gonna get so far, right? But there's no difference. What they don't understand is no difference is if you were going to a church that taught the wrong practices in church, and then Judgment Day come, still going to hell.
Hey man, cut the snake off at the head.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next person is Nicki Minaj.
Guilty by association.
By association, yep.
Okay, she has incorporated Illuminati imagery and symbols in her music videos. She is especially fond of this all-seeing eye.
And see, when it comes to the videos and the symbolic stuff in the videos, none of that has nothing to do with the artist. That's all the director of that video putting all this stuff in there. Who does he work for? I don't know, but it's probably one of the heads of this association that we're talking about, and it's all about pushing the symbolism and the products that they invest in to try to sell. So this is why a lot of these artists end up getting different little deals like perfume, liquor, shades. All of this stuff these people that run these companies that own these manufacturers and push this product need you to sell it. So we'll offer you whatever it is, but we need this in your video. Remember they used to have Bentleys all in the video before people really start buying them? That's what made them sell to black people. Black people started buying Bentleys when they seen them in the music video.
Exactly. And then they started buying the 300 because they couldn't afford the Bentleys.
They started buying jewelry because all the rappers was wearing diamonds. Now look at the scene. You don't even have to have real diamonds.
Okay.
It's crazy. You know, it's about the products that these companies that own this stuff is the affiliation. You know, they want you to do certain stuff, so they're going to endorse or have you endorse their products and pay you to endorse it. But then when you don't want to comply and you still got money on the line that they want and you're not trying to comply to get it, it's game over. Now it's a whole new ball game because now you're not playing fair. We said that we was going to make $200 million off you. All we made was 50. What you doing?
Okay. So the next person is Aaliyah. It is rumored that the Illuminati ordered the death of Aaliyah because she wasn't cooperating with their plan.
She was a sacrifice.
Yep. She was a sacrifice, I think.
I believe she was a sacrifice.
Yeah, that pecking order would have been much greater if Aaliyah and Selena were alive. There will be no Beyonce.
Why?
It will be. She will be not popular as those two.
I disagree, man. I still feel that Beyonce would have been popular.
Beautiful Aaliyah and Selena at the same time. No, not Beyonce. No, it wouldn't be three women. It never has been.
This one is a bit strange, and I'll say the only reason I say that is because we mentioned Jay-Z and Dame Dash both were dating Aaliyah, as well as R. Kelly. He dated her for a long time. She was young. She was 16 years old. Mm-hmm. So once she was away from that situation and she got around Jay-Z and Dame Dash, what I think I know about Jay-Z. Jay-Z was the type that wanted to have the baddest chick in the game industry because it was only going to help him. You know, not to take nothing away from his credentials or how good he is and what he does, but for him to be where he was at and knowing where he was going, him having the baddest chick on his side, I think was going to help him. So if I can't get Aaliyah, my partner got her, and I'm doing business with this dude, I got to cut both of them off. And if I can't have her, I got to get the next baddest chick, and I got to pull her in. Beyonce, Destiny Child was around, but Beyonce solo projects didn't pop off till after Aaliyah was gone.
That's true.
She would have never been able to hang in there with Aaliyah. Aaliyah had Timbaland and Missy writing her stuff. There was no Beyonce. Wyclef Jean can't write like Timbaland and Missy. There was no way Beyonce would have been hotter than that girl had she not died. So I believe Aaliyah was a sacrifice, and we're seeing the end result of it right now.
Okay. So the next celebrity, which is the last celebrity here on the list, is Tupac Shakur. So it is believed that Tupac Shakur sold his soul to the Illuminati in order to have success. Once he got exposure, he was able to speak about things he wanted, even if it didn't align with the Illuminati vision. Many believe that Tupac's death was both a sacrifice and a way to quiet his objection to the powers that be.
It's a sacrifice. I believe he was a sacrifice. That I do believe.
Pac was a sacrifice.
I don't think he was Illuminati, but I think he was.
I don't think he was Illuminati either. I think he was just guilty by association because the people that he was around were money hungry. They wanted all the money. They were around the major figures in the game, you know, the big wigs of the music execs who have a lot to do with these products and these artists that's being exposed. I just think that Tupac ended up being in the wrong place at the wrong
I
time.
think he was guilty of his environment, a
Well,
victim
Right,
of his environment.
because the people that he was around, man, they was gangster and they was down for whatever and no good on top of that.
Yeah,
So let me make sure I'm following y'all. Y'all don't believe, yes or no? Do y'all believe that he was a part of Illuminati?
No.
Okay. Now, do y'all believe that he was guilty by association?
I believe that he was
sacrifice.
sacrificed,
Okay.
which makes him guilty
By association.
because he knew what the people he was around was into.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, with that being said, the day that Tupac was murdered
Right.
is proof that he initiated an altercation.
Right.
And
Death allegedly was retaliation.
yeah, and the death of Tupac was allegedly a retaliation for the altercation that he initiated.
Right.
One of the occupants of the white Cadillac admitted that he gave the gun to the shooter to shoot Tupac, and the shooter shot Tupac because Tupac beat him up. So my question is had Tupac not initiated the confrontation,
Would he have still been murdered?
would he have died that night?
I don't think he'd have died that night, but I think he'd have died somewhere in there
Let me say this.
because the reason why I say that is because you just said that the guy who was given the gun did the shooting, right? He was the killer.
Mm-hmm.
This was the same person that Pac had the altercation with. This the person he kicked, stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my thing with that is, what was the confrontation about altogether? And how long had this confrontation been going on?
The confrontation was about a death row chain,
A necklace.
a death row chain, and gang affiliated things.
Okay, so now that tells me that didn't happen the day before the altercation and the day he was killed. That had been ongoing.
So with the death row, and I don't want to turn this to the whole Tupac thing, but you own some with this whole chain thing and gang affiliated stuff. Are you saying that the gang of culture that he was around had Illuminati influences?
Yes, I do believe that.
So I'm gonna say this. Another thing that's fishy. He got killed on the strip, right?
Yes.
Casino. I know they got cameras galore.
You don't have no video footage.
That's what I'm saying. So there's no video, no all these people on the strip. That's a cover up.
Same thing with Biggie.
Yeah, that's a cover up, which makes me think it's Illuminati because all the people out there, cameras on the casinos,
Nobody know
and
nothing.
nobody seen nothing.
Here's the thing with that though. In regards to Tupac, not Biggie, none of that. In regards to Tupac, first of all, before I even say that, are y'all familiar with Unsolved Mysteries?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do y'all know that some of these unsolved mysteries goes on for decades and decades, and then they finally solve some of these crimes, right?
Yes.
Well, when you're saying all these cameras and stuff on the strip and all that stuff, let me say this. Tupac murder is solved. It just took a few years to solve it. But the murder is solved. And based upon how things went down and what I'm seeing, it's hard for me to believe. Well, first of all, I don't believe in Illuminati, and but still respectful of those who do believe. But it's hard for me to believe that these individuals are some way affiliated with the Illuminati. That these individuals that cause this death is some way affiliated with the Illuminati.
But see, that's how it works. They let you make it for a little while.
It's only one way out of the.
Yeah, they let you make it. I mean, look at R. Kelly. He was
Nobody goes
He
in
was
and
getting
gets
away
out.
with kidnapping these girls for years and years and years.
Nobody goes in
Yeah.
and gets out without either you come in, you get the money. If you get out broke or dead.
Yes.
It's only two ways out of that shit. Either you're going to be dead or you're going to come out broke.
Look what they're doing to Diddy. Look what they're doing to R. Kelly. Look what they're trying to do. Not sure, but Bill Cosby as well. They're taking these people every time they get on top. They always expose them, take everything away from them. I'm just saying that's just how the devil is. He give it to you fast money, but he'll take it back just as quick.
Those individuals did not do anything themselves to put themselves in harm's way.
Did. Yeah, they did.
They did.
Being that they connected with the people that they was connected with, not knowing.
I'll tell you this.
And let me say this.
Go ahead.
So to put clarification on that, when you are dealing with people in a record label with these big names, you know they had a lot of big artists, and you know that you on the brink of being there, the first thing you should do is research. If not, you may be putting yourself in harm's way. Because what I knew for a fact was when the situation came my way, the way it came, I knew what it was. Because it had been years in between the communication with me and these people. My number had changed several times. How the hell you get my phone number to call me about this? You know what I mean? Now I'm leery. And I'm not worried about the money you talking about. I'm worried about how the hell you get my phone, because there's some sneaky shit going on here. And you not telling me who you got my number from, who gave you my phone number. You're not giving me none of that information. So I don't trust you. So because I'm researching, I'm backing back from stuff and not putting myself in harm's way because I believe in it. And the only reason I believe in it is because I've seen stuff happen. And it's all a mystery. But the only mystery is the fact that the people got the money, they can hide it. They can make it a mystery. There's money there. It's involved. A lot of it involved. You know, and when you have a lot of money, you could do a lot of things.
Yeah, you can hide it, cover it up, make it seem like something that it's not.
You know, so you're right.
So I got a question then, fellas. Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Was that a sacrifice, or was he a part of Illuminati?
I think
he was
guilty of affiliation.
He was so big in it. Mike was more a part of it than he knew, because he grew up as a kid.
You know, they tried to get him at one point in time too with the molestation cases.
Right, he grew into it, and once he realized what he was in, is when he started speaking out. Now, all of a sudden, the doctor he been dealing with this doctor. Now, all of a sudden, the doctor was the last person there when the man died. But you've been getting these drugs or whatever you got
all the time
from this man.
Yep.
This is who you've been dealing with. So I just think, you know, it got to, because Mike wasn't old. What was Mike?
He's 50. He's 50 on the dot when he died.
Was he 50?
50 on the dot.
He was 57.
No, 50 on the dot.
50 ain't old.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't think, man, Mike.
Yeah, and that's why I say some of them. I think his time had lapsed, because it will make sense. They talked about Prince as well. Before he died, he said he was pacing, like he knew he was finna go. The day he died, he was pacing back and forth. Right outside allegedly, right outside of a Walgreens where they got a video, so it didn't really allegedly. You could see him pacing.
Oh, okay.
So they have him pacing back and forth. Video. And you know what? Black people don't pace
unless it's something.
It's gotta be
when
something.
My nerves get bad.
If I'm finna go to jail for
I'm not going to jail.
I'm just saying that's the only way you would pace. That's what I'm gonna say. If you going to jail,
do black people face when they want to get their dope?
Huh?
When they need their dope?
Pace?
Yeah.
They rock back and forth or something. But the one thing they ain't gonna do is walk. They gonna be rocking back and forth.
Crackheads in third ward didn't walk.
Tell me?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, my bad.
Crackheads in third ward walk 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you sure right.
Okay, so check this out. Here's something I noticed. I don't hear women talking about the Illuminati. I mostly hear people who don't have money talking about the Illuminati, and the people who talking about the Illuminati, they associate the Illuminati with money. Why, in y'all opinion, why don't we hear women speaking of the Illuminati? And it's always, and it seems to me, correct me if I'm wrong, it seems to me that the people who talk about the Illuminati the most are men, well, let me rephrase that, are black men who are not celebrities or have the money, and they associate the Illuminati with money.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer that. Jack Wright talks about it. That's a woman. Black men, Cat Williams talks about it. Orlando Brown talks about it.
And they got
the
money.
nigga from the Lunatics, he talks about it. They all
Dave
got money.
Chappelle talked about
Dave
it.
Chappelle talks
Martin
about it. They
Lawrence
got
talked about
money.
it.
Martin Lawrence talk. They all got money. Now, as far as women, I kind of agree with you, just Jaguar Wright, but I think that's more on the lines because they're scared for their children. Most women have children, so they don't want their children to get involved,
here's
so
the
they
thing.
won't speak on it.
Women don't even think like that. They don't think logically. They think everything's a goddamn dream. Well, when we think logically, you have to think, okay, I can't put much past the people that's got all the money because they can do whatever the hell they want to do. So I can't put it past them what they will and what they won't do. And the minute that you allow to think, your mind to think, oh, they not going to do nothing, boom, there it is. And now you sitting there like, well, God damn it. I knew the whole time. I should have kept my mind.
Right?
So now that y'all gave me examples of the people who are talking about Illuminati, and I said, I rarely hear women talk about the Illuminati. In Comedian 96, you say Jaguar Wright talk about the Illuminati. There was only one woman, I'll take that voice, that one woman's voice, and I'll amplify that one woman's voice by 50. I'll say, okay, 50 women. That's what I mean by amplify. Okay, well, 50 women. Because I rarely hear women talk about it, but you gave me one. I'll just say I'll run with it, right? Now, I say I usually hear guys, black men talk about it, and those black men are not really rich. I hear that. Then you guys came back more. Lawrence talk about it, so talk about it, and all the people that you named were celebrities that y'all say talked about the Illuminati. Now, in what context that they talked about the Illuminati, I don't know. I'm just going off y'all said they talked about it. We talking about it. So I don't know what context in which they talked about it, but nevertheless, y'all saying they talked about it. Okay. Here's my question. I still don't hear a lot of white folk or Asians talk about the Illuminati. It's only black folk.
How often do you talk to Asians?
Well, I don't have to talk to the people like you guys know that Martin and Chappelle and all that. I could ask, how often have you talked to Martin? How often have you talked to Chappelle? So what I'm saying is, when I'm hearing these things, it's coming from outside. It's not that I'm going up to try to talk to people. Hell, to be honest with you, this is the first time I ever really truly sat down to talk about the Illuminati.
That's why you haven't heard white people talk about it.
But my point I'm trying to find out is when I look at social media, when I look at celebrities, when I look at these things, I don't hear other ethnicity groups talk about the Illuminati. It's always coming from the black community, whether it's a black celebrity or someone who's black that's a non-celebrity with no money.
I think, and I don't know why you haven't, but I think that they are least affected by it. For number one, they the right color.
Well, I honestly think, as far as blacks are concerned, it's two things that happen. If it's not going their way, then they'll end up like a Jaguar Wright or a Cat Williams or some Orlando Brown or something like that. Even if it's going their way, or if it's not, blacks typically don't fucking follow directions, don't give a shit anyway, right? Typically, when you're just a bad person, all right, not all, just some. So those are the ones that are speaking out. They don't give a damn which way, if they're doing good or doing bad. The ones that are doing good, they'll wake up and say, you know what, man, this is not right. This ain't right. I shouldn't be doing this. It's like when they get old, when they're younger, they don't give a damn. Yeah, you got me when I was younger. Now I'm 30. I need to go talk to Jesus now. I don't need to be doing this. And when they have that come to Jesus moment, things change. They be like, man, no, this ain't right. So they start exposing and snitching. And the best way to do it is to get it out. So just in case they are off, they're unalived, they have records of them talking about it. I think that's what black folks are doing.
Man, I said I believed in the Illuminati at the beginning of the show, but just from the discussion we've had thus far, it has me leaning towards not believing in it more so now, because it's just hard for me to I honestly feel that most of these are just coincidences, and it just could be my optimism.
Let me go over some coincidences with you. Maybe this will help you out. Let's start with Dr. Dre. He lost his son. What happened? Dre blew up. All right? I'm going to keep going. Jennifer Hudson, The Fire. What happened? She did Cadillac Records afterwards. Okay? You want me to go some more? I can.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't proving nothing to me.
H-Town Boys. Okay, who else? Let me top of my head. I can think. Let me think. What about Slash? Help me out here.
I can't help you.
Yeah, I know. It's more. There's more.
This is your thought.
I know.
So let me ask you.
I'm just saying. It's just too many coincidences.
These examples, these examples, and what you call coincidences.
These are people. Yeah, they come up right after. It's just too many coincidences.
So these examples and/or coincidences that you're mentioning, these are people that you're saying something tragic happened, and then after the tragedy, they blew up.
They blew up.
Okay.
Someone get killed, they blow up. Someone get killed, they blow up.
Let me ask you this. Can they not just blow up because of their talent?
Why do they blow up right after somebody died?
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
Here's the thing.
That's a rhetorical.
Yeah.
I'm not going to agree with that. 100%.
Okay. Not 100%. Okay. At least.
But here's where I agree with. There are ties and there are sacrifices that you must make when you enter into this agreement with these people. Because they're going to give you what the hell you want. Whatever you want. They're going to ask you how much. What's your number? This is the code. What is your number? You're going to say X amount of dollars. They're going to say, okay, this is what I'm going to need from you in the next 2 years if I don't make this back.
Yeah.
If I don't make this back and you deny me on this, then I'm going to take this from you. The devil give it, the devil take it away. That's not God giving you something to take something away from you.
Exactly.
The devil is a lie.
Blessing. Yeah.
The devil's blessings are far much worse than God's blessings. Because I'm going to tell you something. If God sit up here and bless you, he not going to take it away unless you're not being mindful of why he gave it to you.
Correct. Exactly.
The devil will bless you and want you to kill as many people as you can with whatever products they want you to sell.
And then get you caught and get you locked up later. He won't get you locked up right away. He'll let you enjoy yourself.
It's all about not complying with the organization.
Even when they comply, they still get in trouble. Look at what did Puff Daddy do for them? What did he do? And he's locked up. He was
what he did.
And what I think is these people think they're untouchable. The R. Kellys, the Bill Cosbys, they think they're untouchable. They can keep doing it all their lives.
Well, you know why they feel like that? Because the mind. Do you really know what R. Kelly was doing? Capable of? The man created hits for himself and hundreds of hits for other people. That was an ongoing talent. He'll forever have that talent, bro.
Exactly.
And he'll forever make money whether Illuminati fuck with him or not. But because he made so much money with those people, now it's like, okay, you can do this, you can do that, but if you don't comply with the shit we want you to do, we're going to take it away. We'll lock you up.
There you go.
We know what you've been doing. So that's listen, this is why I say I believe in Illuminati. If you a type of person that can make them X amount of dollars, they going to let you do whatever you want to do. R. Kelly been a pedophile for a long time. The man constantly been
had
going
videos back in the day, in the 90s.
12-year-old white girls.
Yeah, you've seen the videos.
And they let the man off.
20 years later.
Who can do that? Now, all of a sudden,
it's a problem.
Because you're not making as much money no more. We can't profit off you like we were. So we gonna shut you down. We
Well, you
we
ain't
gonna
gonna-
say, because number one, we know you dumb. You don't own none of this shit. You don't own your publishing. None of this shit. So all of your music belong to us, nigga. Fuck you. We gonna take it from you, and boom. We know what you did. You did a lot of dirt. We helped you make a lot of money. That man's supposed to be filthy fucking rich, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree with that. But you did say he was dumb,
And
we know he was, couldn't read. So
You heard it here first. I hate to say it, but this female rapper will be in trouble later in life. Just remember, I think Cardi B will get in trouble because they have her allegedly. They have a video on there how she used to get men to come back from the club, and she would get the trannies to.
Now
she
I would
would
say I don't think
That's rape,
think,
bro.
because that's been around. But you know what? I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna hit her with that because it's not a big thing
That's rape.
in the industry. It's not, and a woman is less threatful than a man in the industry.
But that's rape. Rape is rape. Whether it's the woman or a
Yeah,
man
it
doing
is.
it, rape
You know,
is rape.
but-
you set me up to be. That's conspiracy, right? Isn't that conspiracy to commit
The
rape?
reason why, and I just want to say, when you say, why do we associate Illuminati with money? Because that's the only thing you can associate them with.
Mm-hmm.
You can't associate them with nothing else. They have it all. They are the people, the Arnauts, allegedly, and I'm just using his name because of what his status is.
financial status.
Financial status. That's what it's about. It's about your finance. Not to change nothing, but we know that Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, and now you over the what is it?
Parts of the White House.
The treasurer.
Yeah, treasurer. Yeah.
And the last thing that they approved was a $300 million to your company. What does that make you?
How is a
You more powerful than the president,
and that's
and
not
you
a
ain't shit.
yeah.
But you the richest man in the world. Whatever you want, you got. They're gonna do it for you because guess what? We need your money to keep these niggas in line.
Powers of be. Powers that be.
Okay.
That's my
That is-
belief.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
So now with these celebrities that I named, and I gave those statements behind it, and the statements that I gave, these conspiracy theorists said that, hey, these are the things that that I've seen to associate these celebrities with being a part of the Illuminati. Now, when I was reading those statements off, can y'all remember within those statements something that was always occurring consistently with most of those people?
Symbolism.
Yeah, symbolism. Do y'all recall what two symbolism that kept coming?
the eye,
The eye
Eye
and
and
something
the
else.
pyramid.
pyramid.
Uh-huh.
And the rings.
eye on
Something
the
about the
dollar.
rings or something.
Exactly. The pyramid and the all-seeing eye, right? Now, so this is what I want to do. I want to break those symbols down. I want to break those down. Let's start with the all-seeing eye. Now, before I get into breaking those symbols down and starting with this all-seeing eye, I also heard y'all mention when y'all was explaining in regards to the Illuminati and taking, then I hear all of these drastic things that would happen to individuals that don't conform and all these things, right? A lot of the stuff that I was hearing in regards to the Illuminati, it appears that it was either devilish or meaning that of the devil. Meaning,
Exactly.
yeah. So what I'm hearing for y'all, it seems like it was that of the devil. It wasn't nothing positive.
It's not godly at all.
Nothing godly.
Nothing godly at
Okay,
all.
nothing godly. You agree with that, K-Money?
I agree.
Okay. Now, do y'all agree that the symbolisms is the all-seeing eye
Yeah,
and the pyramid?
correct.
Okay. Now, we know that the all-seeing eye is actually within that actual pyramid, right?
It's part of it.
It's a part of the pyramid, right? Now, in addition to all of that, you have the illumination of the eye and stuff that's in the pyramid, right?
If you look around, you see.
Yeah, the illumination. Yep. Okay, so
There's also an owl
yeah.
on the dollar bill.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to look for it.
Yeah.
But it's there. Now, that's a main Illuminati symbolization also.
Okay,
An owl.
but I get it.
Meaning illuminate, see in the dark.
I get it. So check this out. In the black community, we know, or we assume and associate the all-seeing eye and the pyramid with Illuminati. If a black person see, there's probably good Illuminati stuff. Do we agree or disagree?
For those who know, I think I would agree with.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
some people truly don't
know.
have an idea.
I get it. So you,
Yes,
what about you, K-Money?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Do we agree or disagree? I heard you say it a little earlier, Sad, but I just want to reiterate again that this is devilish, meaning the Illuminati is associated
Yeah,
with devilish things,
Yes.
and it's not intended for good.
exactly.
Correct.
You agree, K-Money?
I mean, based on the show today, yeah.
Okay. So now let's break down these main symbolisms that we see. Let's start with the all-seeing eye. Now, we referenced the all-seeing eye on the dollar bill. So for those who don't know what the all-seeing eye is, listeners, take a look at the back of your dollar bill. On the back of your dollar bill, you'll see an eye, a pyramid with an eye in it. And allegedly, those are Illuminati symbols, right? So this all-seeing eye, now here's the deal with the all-seeing eye. Another name for the all-seeing eye is called the eye of providence. And the eye of providence and the all-seeing eye refers to the eye of God being able to see all. It would appear to be in the direct relations to the omnipresence, omnipotent, and omniscience of God. The general implication is that God looks down favorable upon all people or groups who use the symbol as a form of representation. It is supposed to symbolize how powerful and all-knowing God is, and that he is always watching and will favor those carrying the symbol. Now, before y'all speak on it, let me say this. On the dollar bill and on your money, it says, "In God we trust." We know that this nation pledges one nation under God. So, in regards to the symbolism of the eye, they're always referencing God, but in some way, it seems as if the devil has come to infiltrate.
So what the first thing you got to understand about Illuminati is it's done in the dark. By the time you find out, it's already too late. If that had anything to do with God on the dollar bill, where the wings, where the halo? This is God's symbolization.
Exactly.
Why would you put an eye on top of a pyramid? Because masonry, it's a pyramid. The man at the top got more power, and in order to get up here, you got to go through a whole bunch of stuff. So the whole thing about Illuminati is to make it seem like something, but by the time you figured it out, it's already too late.
Let me ask you. I got to ask you two questions, and then I'm gonna answer. Is the devil powerful? Okay. Do people consider him a god? Okay. So my question is, which God are you referring to? If you notice, they say God. They do not say in Jesus. That's how slick the Illuminati is. Because
And I didn't even look at it like
Hey,
that.
that's a good- that's a
Really
good point.
God are you referring to?
That's a
You
good
made
point.
a really good point.
So
yeah.
that's how they get you with that bullshit like that.
You made a
But
really
I'm
good
not
point,
stupid. I know in Jesus' name I need to pray. But a lot of people, that's why you watch the show. Oh, I thank God. Which God you referring to? Nobody say in Jesus' name except for our quarterback. He's the only one that talks about Jesus Christ.
I'm glad you mentioned God, and I'm glad you made that reference. That's good thought.
Yes, sir.
K-Money, before I go on, you got something you want to say?
No.
And I'm glad, that you pointed something out. So, you pointed out the pyramid with masonry, right? Good point. You pointed out, hey,
Which God are you referring
what God are you referring to? So, with that being said, let me tell you which God. Let's talk about the pyramid. Now, in regards to the pyramid, that triangle, the triangle represents Christian Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. As for other elements used along with the all-seeing eye, the clouds, and the bursts of light coming from the all-seeing eye and the triangle, the cloud and the bursting of light are used as illustration, divine holiness, and God himself.
That's just the first description of the eye was dark. Everything was dark. That triangle, they're just mocking God. You ever watch the movies in the morning when the ghosts come out and they knock at 3 a.m. the clock's at 3 a.m. That symbol is just mocking the Trinity, the God, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. They're mocking it, and it's making you think they're talking about our Father who art in heaven. But they're not. They're mocking Christ. That's what that...
What I say, man, it's too easy to understand God. God don't lie to you. We shouldn't even have... If it was anything godly about the dollar bill and money, period, we wouldn't have to sit here and break that shit down like that. Because guess what? He don't give you nothing to think about. He gonna show you exactly what it is. The devil will lie to you all day long because he want to confuse you. This is how he beat you. Confuse you. And have you think, okay, well, this is this and this is this, when it's completely the opposite.
And I've had plenty of money, and the U.S. is the only ones that put anything.
Confuse the opponent
Exactly.
is the name of the game in any game. All I'm saying is, I don't know what references to God, the money. I don't see it. And if I have to be sat down and explained to it like that, I'm definitely not going to believe it.
Yeah, they're mocking him. That's it, basically.
What you think, K-Money?
You ain't pulling no wool
Bro.
over either. Money is the root to all evil.
I totally agree.
So
that money is the root of all
why
evil.
not use that? Put it on there. Hell, we gonna put it in your face and
Money is the root of all evil, or the love
the
of
love
money?
Love
of
money,
money
yeah.
is the root of all.
So, question: with these symbolisms, symbols being on our currency as it is, should we be spending the dollar or dealing with the dollar?
Think about how much the dollar worth right now.
Right.
It ain't worth nothing. If it was godly, you be able to buy anything you want with a dollar.
But just like
that ain't gonna never change.
Freddie G just answered that for you. He said the love of money is the root of all. I don't love money. I like it.
So
I never will love money. I always will like it, and I need it to pay bills.
You mentioned something earlier, right? You said some of these people, these celebrities that we mentioned earlier, they are guilty by association.
Right.
So, if we have, do you believe that imagery of the Illuminati is on our money?
Yes.
So
And it's in the videos.
I'm just speaking of the money.
Yeah, it's on the money.
Okay.
Yes.
So, would everybody who have money in their pocket and spending money be guilty by association?
No. No, I don't think they would be, because it wasn't meant to be harmful. The money wasn't meant to be harmful to people.
Even though
The message in it may be.
even though we're on this earth, God knows we still need resources. It's how you achieve getting the money. It's how you getting. You know that old saying, all money ain't good money?
Facts.
It's true.
That's it. That's all it is. God sees how you made that money. If he sees you work hard, he gonna bless you.
Okay. So,
I agree.
So, with that being said, in your own words, number one, what is the Illuminati? In your own words.
Secret organization.
corrupt, dangerous, and not advised secret organization.
I have no definition for Illuminati, bro. I'm still confused.
Okay. Now, in your own words, what is the origin of Illuminati?
Originate.
What they originate? Yeah.
Oh, what was the original?
The origin. The origin?
Where did they originate? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, the origin of Illuminati.
Don't know, don't care.
Okay. Okay.
Had to be England.
Okay. But we know it's heavily present here in the U.S.
It wasn't
Yes.
Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
It wasn't the Holy Land.
in your own words, what is the goal and objective of the Illuminati?
To take many people to Satan as they possibly
No.
can.
To control the world.
It's to have more control than anybody.
Okay. So,
To have all the control over everything.
So, Slash, you say have control. Comedian 96, you say take as many people to hell.
So people can sell their souls for cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
Basically.
And K Money, what do you say?
I said to control the world.
Okay. Now, the next thing I want you to do is give me an educated guess, a hypothesis. If the Illuminati is a secret organization, how do they pick their members? In your own words.
Through talent.
I will say, because this actually happened to me, through looks. It's a certain look you need to have. I was with a guy in
So because you looked a certain way, they wanted you to be in the Illuminati?
no. As far as looks, dress, how you dress, your style. Because I was.
No,
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
The guy that I was with, I ain't gonna say his name, but he looked exactly like LL Cool J with a gold in his mouth. Dressed good, had nice cars, everything. We was in the military together. I had a Hyundai Excel. This boy had a Jetta on rims, tight. We were at the store together. This guy approached us, but only talked to him. And I kept saying, he was like, nah, it's okay. We don't want you in part of this. But they were trying to get him to join. I kept asking. He wouldn't let me. That's okay. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was dressed like a bum. I was in a
It's probably
Hyundai.
different reasons.
Yeah,
you know,
and we both
out
was in the
here
Navy,
for
so why you
recruiting.
approach him and not me? You feel me?
I just feel like they gonna go towards the people who they know can get a mass amount of people to follow.
Correct.
So what
It's a
their
look.
intention is easier to be done, you
Right.
know, in a mass form.
So you're saying that the way that they pick their members
I think it's a certain look.
is based upon talent. Slash, you're saying
and of course the person's beliefs, whether or not they even interested in.
okay,
you know.
so you have to be interested.
You have to have some form of talent for these people to use you.
Okay, so you have to have talent
Yeah.
and be interested.
Yeah,
But you can have talent and not be interested and not be a part of it.
that's right.
Okay, so talent and interested. Mm-hmm. Comedian 96, you say it's how you look.
I said, look, because we was in a Circle K, or the other one, 7-Eleven, and we were just coming out the store, so it was no talent involved. We was just coming out the store. He was getting a better car than I was, but
Yeah, but you say you were dressed like a bum.
not a bum. But he was dressed better than I was. He's taller. You know,
Okay.
So because
I think it's looks.
because he looked the part.
There you go. I think so.
When you said, wait a minute, you said he got into a better car or he was getting a better car? What did you say?
Now he got into a better car. I had
Okay.
a Hyundai. He had a Jetta. It was on rims though.
Okay, so it's how he looked.
I think it's a look.
Okay, it's how he looked,
Mm-hmm.
and he got into a better car than yours.
Correct.
Okay, now you're saying that he was a part of the Illuminati because of how he looked. And he got a
No,
better
they
car than yours?
approached us. And one guy.
Who is they?
One guy approached us. I don't want to.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
One guy approached us.
Uh huh.
He asked for him to join. The other guy that I was with. I tried to intervene. What about me?
Okay.
And he just, no, it's okay.
And I don't want to go down.
So thank you
I
for
don't
that.
wanna
That's
go down
okay.
the rabbit hole with this because
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
move on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't want to go down the rabbit hole with this, but just to make sure I'm sorry, you said
I think it's a look. Just
both
say-
of y'all were approached
and he
by
only,
someone,
and they only
and you
wanted him.
assume that someone was a part of the Illuminati.
They were a
assume.
part. I didn't want to say that. They
I said
were a
assume.
part of it. They were a part of it. How about that?
Okay.
I was trying to get around that, but they were a part of it.
Okay. They were part of this secret society.
There you go.
Okay. So now, let's talk about the origin of the Illuminati. In the year 1776, the world was undergoing a profound change. The United States was in the last stages of the Revolutionary War and busy with signing the Declaration of Independence. But in Bavaria, Germany, a silent war was raging. Much like many other nations at the time, the Catholic Church presided over all affairs in the country, leading with traditional values. However, these were the years where the scientific revolution and scientists sought to understand the natural world in its hopes to understand God's mind. Science and religion became deeply intertwined, and the church hoped to incorporate scientific ideas into the Catholic narrative. Now, that's in regards to, into the Catholic narrative. Now, in addition to that, the origin of the Illuminati can be traced back to the late 1800s. On May 1st, 1776, a Bulgarian professor named Adam Weishaupt formed a secret society with 4 other members. He sought to create the organization that promoted Enlightenment ideas and opposed religious and political oppression. The latter part. Opposed religious and political oppression. So that's the origin of Illuminati. Now, the goals and objective of the Illuminati. Their exact goal remains unclear. However, many believe that the primary goal of the Illuminati was to promote freedom of thought, scientific progression, and rationalism. They aim to challenge the existing society and political orders to create a society based on reason and equality. The membership structure. The Illuminati consists of intellectual, free thinkers, and individuals who were critical of establishing institutions. The organization has a hierarchy structure with degrees of internationalism. Hold on. And members were expected to keep their involvement a secret. Soon the society grew across Europe, particularly after the prominent German diplomat became involved and began recruiting from the Freemasons, an organization from which Adam Weishaupt drew significant inspiration. After a few years, such a large society became known to the government, and the radical views of Adam Weishaupt led to his removal from the university in which he taught. A ban was created on all illegal societies in 1784. The Illuminati was subsequently declared a branch of the illegal Freemason organization and banned in 1785. Weishaupt flees shortly thereafter. The government began seeking out members of the Illuminati and prosecuting them, and in 1787 being a member of the society became punishable by the death penalty. This was considered the final blow to the secret organization. Despite what you may have been told, there is currently no evidence that suggests the organization still exists, nor is there evidence of any modern organization having any ties to the original organization.
It was a secret when they created it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to keep it a secret because now the people that caught on to them. So we must flee somewhere else and rebuild, but nobody's going to know what's happening.
Yeah.
Where did it start at in England?
Germany.
Okay, Germany. Weishaupt was his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So can you agree that some of the people in the LGBTQ community are keeping their stuff in the closet and keeping it a secret? When you know it's wrong, you keep it in the closet. That's the simple answer to that.
First off, I mean, anything that you can pull up and read like that, there has to be some sort of truth to it in this amount of text. Now, the fact that they're not going to tell you that, hey, we think it's still around is up to your belief.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's in the text. It's
Yeah.
a secret society.
But
It
who's
was
put-
a secret until they said, okay, we're going to ban it. So what would you do if your organization is about to get caught up and they're going to ban you and try to put you in prison?
Yeah.
I'm finna get on and I'm finna go over here and do my thing. Ain't nobody gonna know where the fuck I'm at. I got me some money. I'm good.
So you said something in here, and earlier you asked me who approached you. I didn't answer. I just said Illuminati. You mentioned Freemason. That's who approaches.
It starts there.
Yeah, that's who approaches.
Jay-Z
A Mason.
is a Freemason.
A
33
Mason.
and a
The
third.
Masons approaches. That's who approaches.
He's a
I didn't want to
33.
say nothing about it
So-
until you said it. Then I was like, you know what? Freemasons
So,
approaches.
so with that being said, it sounds as if you're saying that the Freemasons are part of the Illuminati. That's what it sounds like you're saying.
But they're gonna tell you they're not. You're gonna go and
Yes.
read that they ain't. But again, think of what Illuminati is. By the time you find out, it's too late.
It's too late.
A lot of their symbols are similar in
There's
nature.
handshakes.
Yeah.
Handshakes
And all
everything.
kind of stuff that's affiliated with that. There's a stand. You can go in a courthouse. Judges are a part of Mason.
Mhm.
All of that.
You gotta hold your hands a certain way.
There's a stand you can go in front of the judge and be on a trial or case or something. The stand you have, you know what he finna say? Oh, now go on out the door. You
Not
good.
guilty.
Okay, which brings me to my black fact. My black fact is Prince Hall. In 1787, Prince Hall, a Revolutionary War veteran, organized the Negro Masonic Order in the United States African American Lodge number 459 in Boston. This became the first black self-help fraternity institution in the United States. This concludes another dope episode of Black Friday. Tune in next week for Music Monday. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe.
So all them artificial man jokes.